Is it time to buy or sell Vonage Holdings stock? In this video, we are diving deep into Vonage Holdings. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 12th of August, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 18th of July, 2025, our system has identified Vonage Holdings as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -4.39. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this period. The stock has recorded a loss of -23.4%. This equates to an average loss of -1.3% per day, since it was categorized as a sell candidate. The stock is currently positioned within the lower range of a very broad and robust upward trend in the short term, making this an opportune moment for potential buyers. Should the lower trend floor at $12.12 be breached, it may signal a slower pace of ascent and could serve as an early warning of a possible trend reversal. The present 3-month trend indicates a potential change of approximately 18.56% over the upcoming 3 months, with possible returns ranging from 18.01% to 103.55%. Analyzing the longer term, our 12-month forecast predicts a change of about 1.61%, according to our calculations. The stock's performance could fluctuate between -40% and 59.25% over the next year. In practical terms, this would translate to a future price ranging from $7.31 to $19.40. Our latest daily update for Vonage Holdings includes the headline, Green Day on Tuesday for Vonage Holdings Corp. The Vonage Holdings Corp stock price gained 0.91% on the last trading day, which was Tuesday, the 12th of August, 2025, rising from $12.07 to $12.18. During this trading day, the stock fluctuated by 7.1%, reaching a low of $12.12 and a high of $12.98. The price has declined in 8 of the last 10 days and is down by 22.27% during this period. Notably, volume increased on the last day along with the price, which is a positive technical indicator, with 1 million more shares traded than the previous day. In total, 9 million shares changed hands, amounting to approximately $104.06 million. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $25.50. while the lowest was $6.75. Currently, the price is 52.24%, or $13.32, below the 52-week high of $25.50, which also marks the all-time high for the stock. Venture Global began trading with several new catalysts. The company announced its results for the second quarter of 2025, surpassing revenue expectations thanks to increased LNG sales as bottlenecks in U.S. export permits eased. This strong performance is further supported by the U.S. Department of Energy's approval for an uprate at Calcasieu Pass, which enhances near-term export capability and is expected to bolster cash flow. Earlier this month, Venture Global made a final investment decision and secured financing of $15.1 billion for Phase 1 of its CP2 project, officially greenlighting construction, a development that has already driven shares higher. Additionally, the company released a statement concerning a recent arbitration decision involving Shell, a factor that could introduce near-term volatility depending on the financial implications of the ruling. Broader market demand, underscored by significant energy purchases from Europe, creates a favorable price environment for U.S. LNG exporters. In the short term, the earnings beat, uprate approval, and financing serve as positive catalysts, likely to enhance sentiment and share prices, although news from the arbitration may lead to fluctuations. In the long term, the capacity from CP2 and increased export capabilities expand revenue and profitability opportunities, but also introduce risks related to execution, financing, and commodity prices that investors should keep an eye on. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 15th of July, 2025, it was reported that Scotiabank assigned VG a sector perform grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 14th of July, 2025, it was reported that Deutsche Bank assigned VG a hold grade with a downgrade action. On Thursday, the 12th of June, 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned VG a neutral grade with a downgrade action. On Wednesday, the 14th of May, 2025, it was reported that Wells Fargo assigned VG a reduced grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 4th of April, 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned VG a buy grade with an initialize action. Analysts have assigned Vonage Holdings stock a general sell rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. However, for return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock as buy. The following signals have been identified for Vonage Holdings. Volume is rising along with the price, which is typically viewed as a positive technical signal. However, some negative signals have also emerged, which could impact short-term developments. The stock of Vonage Holdings Corporation is currently receiving sell signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a more pessimistic outlook. Additionally, there is a general sell signal stemming from the relationship between these averages, as the long-term average is currently positioned above the short-term average. During upward corrections, resistance is expected around the levels of $13.47 and $15.30. A breakthrough above either of these levels would generate buy signals. A sell signal was triggered from a pivot top point on Friday, June 20th, 2025, and since then, the stock has declined by 35.93%. A further decline is anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Moreover, there is an existing sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Here are some additional signals you might find intriguing. Moving average convergence divergence, indicating a sell signal. Pivots, signaled a sell approximately 37 days ago. Bollinger Bands, indicated a buy signal around 63 days ago. Short-term moving average, signaled a sell 9 days ago. Long-term moving average, signaled a sell 19 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 17 days ago. Looking at the 1-year chart, we observe short moving average signaled a sell 22 days ago. Long-term moving average signaled a sell 4 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 43 days ago. For further signals, please visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Vonage Holdings. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $10.72 and $10.40. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level. If this level is breached, the stock may then decline to the next support level. In this scenario, Vonage Holdings Corporation finds support just below today's level at $10.72. If this level is broken, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $10.40 and $10.16. This stock may experience significant movement during the day, indicating volatility. And with a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, this stock is classified as high risk. Over the past day, the stock moved 86 cents between its high and low, which is a change of 7.10%. For the last week, the stock has experienced an average daily volatility of 7.19%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Vonage Holdings, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. This is a relatively normal PE ratio, often seen in businesses with long track records or predictable revenues. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is expected on the 13th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at 22 cents. Keep an eye on these numbers as they can greatly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Vonage Holdings. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Vonage Holdings is at $14.28. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Vonage Holdings encounters its first support level at $10.72. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Vonage Holdings from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 30th of June, 2025, Pender Robert B. executed an insider purchase of 1,226 shares of Class A common stock. On the 22nd of May, 2025, Staten Jimmy D. conducted an insider purchase of 41,237 shares of stock options. On the same day, Reed Thomas J. made an insider purchase of 41,237 shares of stock options. Also on the 22nd of May, 2025, Orcar Andrew J. executed an insider purchase of 41,237 shares of stock options. On that same day, Granat Sari Beth made an insider purchase of 41,237 shares of stock options. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is positive, reflected by a ratio of 94.142. In total, insiders purchased 1,873,402 shares, while selling 3,482,103 shares in the last 100 trades. We have a negative evaluation for this stock, and no stop loss has been established. Is Vonage Holdings stock a good investment? The stock of Vonage Holdings Corporation shows several negative indicators. Despite a recent positive trend, we anticipate that Vonage Holdings Corporation will likely perform poorly in the coming days or weeks. Thus, our assessment of this stock is negative. After examining the volatility and price movements from the last trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 13th of August, we expect Vonage Holdings to open higher by approximately 247 one-thousandths of a dollar, starting at $12.43. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult a financial advisor before engaging in the buying or selling of any securities. Your investment decisions should not solely rely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day, with warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.